Are we live? Are we live? Okay, I think we're live. What's up? What's good? It's Trixie T here, spreading peace and love to you and all of you, per usual. Thank you all so much for coming on in. If you haven't already, definitely subscribe, hit that post notification button so that you know the next time that I go live. And honestly, yeah, come on in to join the conversation. Come be a part of the fam bam. Come be a part of the fam bam. The fam bam. If you don't know by the title already, today we're going to be talking about something that keeps us aligned. And you may be wondering, what keeps us aligned? Movement. There's a connection between the body and the spirit. And with that, movement. Movement. Movement creates energy, and energy creates life. Therefore, in order to grow, you have to have a connection between the body and the spirit. Sometimes we get lost when just being tapped into the body and forget about the spirit. We all deserve to treat ourselves. So that's not saying take away everything and then just live this whole spiritually holy life and think that everything's going to work out, because it doesn't. Everything does not always work out how we expect. And that's what you have to be mindful of, because at the end of the day, the more you practice connecting that mind and that body and that soul, the more you practice that connection, the more you'll feel more present and knowing that you're doing the work. You're not just working for someone else, but you're doing the work. And as long as you're doing the work, I guarantee you'll get what you deserve. You just have to do the work, keep the faith, and stay aligned with having that balance of the body and the spirit. So you may be asking me, why does movement matter? Movement isn't just physical. Movement isn't just physical. It's energetic. Like, do you see when you're stagnant, you start to get deep in those thoughts and you start to lose your sense of self. Like, you lose what is meaning. Like, you're not able to really just go out there because you get comfortable. That's that stagnation that allows you to feel like this is okay. But life still goes on. So the more that you continue to stay stagnant, the less growth you'll have, right? Growth is a part of life, life. There was a message that I said, so I'm going to always have a little quote. And this quote, I felt like it resonated perfectly with the topic that I would be talking about this week, staying active. And the quote was, the only real sign of life is growth. Because without growth, how do we know that there is actual life? When the sun continues to, grow bigger and bigger, we know that, hey, girl, it's either about to get hot or it's either about to be day. When it goes away, we know that the moon comes, of course, but there's that cycle. There's that balance of light and dark, and, that's growth. There's growth there, because without that fluctuating of highs and lows, you never really see the meaning of, baby, there is flow in between those highs and lows. So you got to tap into that and connect that body and spirit, because if you don't connect it, you'll feel lost and it'll feel like, what is the purpose? Like, what is the true purpose? And for me, I feel like when it comes to me having a job, but also being invested into my life, I have to make sure that I keep that work-life balance. Because if I don't have that work-life balance, then I'm going to overconsume myself to work, because I'm a workhorse. But then I forget that, hey, I don't want to do this all my life. What do I need to do to create that balance to where I know that although I'm working, and because the bills gonna get paid, girl, the bills is gonna get paid. They gotta get paid. When you create that moment for yourself, like when you take that moment for yourself and realize that, hey, all this is temporary. Like, all of this in the 3D, it's temporary. And if y'all don't know, we did just have a 369 portal open yesterday. So that is really major. If you all don't know about that, definitely do your research on that. For my spiritual girlies who are down with the get down, then you already know what's about to go on. With that though, you have to remember that there is more than just this dimension. There's the 5D dimension that the 369 portal is related to. So, do you want to stay stuck in the matrix, or do you want to continue to elevate, continue to tap into your higher frequency, continue to tap into your abundance, continue to tap into the things that are destined for you, that are your literal birthright? And I feel like this is one of those things that me staying active and me, because there's a difference between staying active and doing things to seem like you're being active. Because you can go on all the trips in the world, or you can go to all the events every weekend with your friends. But if you're not focused on being passive, but also active towards the things that will align you towards the path that you feel is right for you, then maybe you need to take that time back to just sit in those thoughts, sit in the mind, and sit and ask the universe, what is it? What is my life path? What do I really want to do in life? Because not everyone wants to work. I know this new generation, baby, the millennials, Gen Z, or whoever it is, we do not want to work. And at first, I didn't realize that I was a part of that, because I'm always saying, girl, I'm such an old soul. Like, there's so much wisdom in me. I was here before. But with that, the bill still got to get paid. So, as great as that sound is, and as tapped in as I am to know that abundance is my birthright, and baby, I'm going to get what's mine. The more I sit and stay stagnant on, oh my gosh, there's so much that I want to do with my life. If I don't do the work's not going to get done. So, yeah, it's a battle every day. Like, we talk about this. If you've been in the conversation, then you already know. It's an everyday thing. You cannot expect to do something consistent for a week and then everything's just going to come to you. No, baby, as great as that sounds, and as amazing as I know that my future self is so grateful that I'm doing the work now to get me in alignment to that high frequency of all the abundance that is mine, it's an everyday thing, 24/7. You're in your body more than anything else. You have to live with your body 24/7. So what are you going to do now to get you to all the abundance that is yours? Period. That's the question of the day. And that comes with me being trans and being a part of the LGBT community, plus LGBTQ plus community, and a minority as an African American Creole. People are going to prey on your downfall, whether you're doing good, whether you're doing bad. But if you are not praying for abundance for yourself, then it's not going to come to you, sweetheart. You have to do the work. You have to believe. You have to have that faith the size of a mustard seed. Water it every day. Give it light every day. Watch it grow, but it will not grow within a week. And then you just expect for you to have all your fruits. No, you have to continue to nurture that plant, nurture that seed. By the time you know it, it'll be 6 feet, 7 feet, 10 feet tall, if 100 feet tall. Like, there is no limit to the amount of growth that you can receive when you tap in and you allow yourself to be in alignment with all the abundance that is rightfully yours. Like, it's the God in me. It's the God in me. I think I'm so fresh. I think I'm so clean. I think I'm so fresh. It's the God in me. I feel that song now more than I ever did. Like, at first, it was like just a little bop. But now I realize what she meant. That God that we pray to every day, that goddess that we pray to every day, baby, it's you allowing yourself to be in alignment with that God-like energy that was always like, you are one of me. Like, if y'all know the right scripture, put it in the comments. But you are one of me. So how dare you allow the 3D to take you outside of all the abundance that is already yours? Like, girl, you deserve to, you should be able to humble yourself, but you deserve to be kind. You deserve to be abundant. You deserve to protect your energy, because if you don't, there are energy vampires out here and they will take all of it. So what are you going to do with that? That comes with eating right. That comes with being active. Of course we want to eat right, but we also deserve to treat ourselves, because this 3D is nothing to play with. Like, this, I'm not saying that it's easy, but if you really want to be dedicated and you really want to have that resilience, you have to build the discipline, because with tapping into yourself and tapping into the universe, you realize that there is masculine and feminine energy that we should all be tapping into. With discipline comes from the masculine energy. With love and nurture comes from the feminine energy. So you have to create that balance, that yin and yang, to connect the two. Because if not, you're going to always be tapped into this feminine energy, expecting you to be in your soft girl era. And girl, no, you're not always like, sometimes you have to let that man know, I can build a house and break it down just like you can. But I know if I could be in my soft girl era, best believe that's definitely what I'm going to do. Literally. But outside of that, you deserve to eat right. You deserve to feel good. That's where the energy comes in at. Because me balancing out my hormones and me truly understanding what are the right things that I should be consuming to keep me on that flow of, I'm going to get up every day. I'm going to keep going towards what I know is meant for me. What are the right things that I should be eating? Because there's a difference between getting full compared to actually nurturing the body within the right ways. Like, what's the right way to say it? Like, eating for energy. Right. So eating for energy and to be able to keep moving. Not eating to just feel full. Because if you're just feeling full, you're going to get comfortable. And you're going to get stagnant. And you're going to forget that, baby, I can eat this burger from McDonald's with this large fry and this fish fillet sandwich. But if I don't do anything after this, then you're letting the food succumb all the abundance that is still waiting for you out there. Like, time is not real. We know that. Time is not real. But the more that you tap into allowing the 3D to take away everything else that you're doing, it's going to be like, you're missing out on life. You know? Set the intention and protect your energy. Getting back to the points, I want to point at eating right, staying active. How's your spiritual? Of course, we have religions, so many different religions. But what is your spiritual like? What are your healing practices like? These are important questions that you should be, asking yourself to figure out what are the right steps that you need to be taking to align you with your path, your life path. So there's different ways of movement, meditating, walking, dancing, performing, cooking. Like, there's so many, planting, like the list goes on and on and on. But what allows you to find that mindfulness? What allows you to figure out a balance? Well, not only dealing with self, but being active into the world, because you cannot remove yourself from the world and expect that everything's going to happen. So at some point, you have to do the work. You have to build those connections. You have to, girl, do the work. Get up, move around, like make some shake, like an earthquake.
Bed's getting late. I know you made your cake. Now it's time to come home and make this bed shake. Like an earthquake, knocking pictures off the wall.
Literally, it's a mind-body connection. And listen to your body, because your body tells you things that the outside world might not even know. Like if you're in public and it feels like there's a lot going on and you feel tense, this could be your body telling you, hey, this might not be your people. This might not be the right environment that you should be in. Of course, you want to listen to your intuition, but at the same time, because, social anxiety is a real thing. But if you don't hone into self, you'll always let the 3D, you'll always let the 3D decide how you're going to go about life. And that's not you taking control. You need to take control in order to lose control. You need to lose control actually to take control. Because when you lose control, you're either going to take control back or you're going to lose it. You're just not going to, it's just, life's still going to go on. Still going to go on. So you have to trust yourself. What's up, you guys? The devil is always trying me, but a bad bitch will always prevail.
Yeah, I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me.
Because failing to prepare is preparing to fail. And one thing that I've noticed, when you prepare, you're able to fight back against those punches. You can roll with them instead of not preparing. So my phone did die. Things happen. So I had to just take a moment. I'm so grateful that I had at that point finished the video. So this is pretty much just going back, making sure that you all are, like, y'all get the message on what I was talking about today and the reason why I wanted to talk about this. So honestly, being active is the main priority. Find ways to move, find ways to stay active, find ways to get into a flow balance of the body and the spirit, because your energy deserves it. Just like protecting your energy, you also want to keep that energy. So what are you going to do to stay in that balance of staying active and staying motivated? Align yourself with the abundance that is your birthright. Like, girl, we talk about this every chat. If this is your first time coming here, then why haven't you already subscribed and joined the conversation? Yes.
Oh, yes, Daddy.
I told you all that every video, at the end of the video, I will give y'all a quote to reflect on, because I think that that is perfect for actual, not only to receive the message, but to actually reflect on the message. Figure out, what are your thoughts when it comes to it. The quote for today is, movement is a language. The way you move, the way you breathe, and that flow tells your story. Make sure it's one of growth. It's basically just saying, find that balance. Like, there's all connection. Get the hell up and move. Don't sit in your thoughts. Become friends with those thoughts. Figure out what the universe is trying to tell you. Why not do the work to get the outcome that you know you want, or the outcome that you know you deserve? Spread a whole lot of peace. Spread a whole lot of love. And if you haven't already, definitely hit that subscribe button. Like this video. Turn those post notifications on so you know the next time that I upload a video. Leave a comment on what you think are great ways in which you can stay active, so that other people, they may not understand how I'm saying it. So, join the conversation. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And I'm so excited for the journey that we are on together. This is going to be one for the books. And yes, thank you all so much. It's a whole lot of peace, a whole lot of love. Just keep it going, keep it flowing, and make it shake like an earthquake. Period. It's Trixie T here. Until next time.